Welcome to the Managing the Smart Mind podcast with your host, Coach Kramer. This is episode 56, accessing your internal ChatGPT through your future self. Hey, smart human. Are you ready for something super fun? Because I am. It is snowing over here in a bad way, just sleet all the time. So let's have some fun whilst the weather outside is dreadful. Now, you have probably heard of ChatGPT by now, and if not, give it a Google. You can thank me later. And in this episode, I want to introduce you to something equally amazing, your internal ChatGPT. It's an interface to connect with all the knowledge and experiences you've gathered over the years without even realizing it, right? Through learning, reading, but also just through your body being in the world, through all your senses, everything that you saw, heard, felt, all the things. So much data, right? It can guide you, it can inspire you, and it can help you make decisions. And it's always there for you when you need it. So fun. So, how do you access this amazing internal resource? Well, one way is via the concept of your future self. And here's how that works. Imagine yourself a couple of years from now. And if you can't do that because, like me, your life just evolves so fast, then you make it a year or even a couple of months, right? Okay, got it? Right, that's your future self. It's the you who is a little older, a little wiser, and a lot more laid back about everything that you are currently freaking out about. We can also call her perspective, if the idea of having multiple selves across time freaks you out. Now, the reason we use this imaginary construct, and here I'm talking to your conscious brain, right? Explaining what we're doing. The reason we use it is to bypass your conscious brain, which only has access to limited resources. Otherwise, you would go completely insane, right? You can't access all the information that's coming in through your senses. Everything is filtered because it will just fry you. It's a good thing. So your conscious brain is amazing for sure, but there is so much more available to you. So why not start accessing that too in a way that does not fry your brain? And your future self can help you do that in a lot of different fun ways. And for starters, it can offer you some much needed perspective. When I think about my current challenges, like figuring out how to fix the stupid mistake I made in my European VAT tax declaration, for example, and all the emotions I have about it, it can be tremendously helpful to ask, okay, how am I going to be feeling about this a year from now? How will the March 2024 Elsa think about her Q4 2022 VAT mistakes? Well, let's be honest here. It is not even going to register. Or if so, it is just the tiniest blip in the grand scheme of things. So when you're in it, and I mean in it, then by all means, call in your future self for some helpful distance and a fresh perspective. But this is barely scratching the surface of what your future self can do for you. Again, think ChatGPT, but then with everything you have ever learned and experienced as a data set. It's so cool. You can ask it anything. And if you relax enough into the asking, you can tap into that amazing resource. And this work takes zero effort. In fact, if it takes effort, it probably won't work. So instead, if you are currently in a place where you can safely relax and close your eyes, why not do so now? And of course, if you're in a car or operating interesting machinery, or running with scissors, do not close your eyes, okay? But if you can, safely close your eyes and dream a little into the future. Call in future you, whatever period of time feels good to you right now. Don't get too hung up on how they should look or what kind of car they drive. This is not some kind of manifestation exercise. Focus on their wise, calm, knowing energy, because they know where you've been and they know where you're going. They know your dreams and they want you to go after them. And then ask them how you can do that thing, how you can achieve that goal. But ask it in a very specific way. So here are some fun things I could ask my future self. Hey, future Elsa, how did I end up consulting with the Lego group? How did I write and promote a book whilst running a massively successful coaching business? And how did I get invited to tour Japan to talk about high performance for fast-brained humans? Now, notice that I am assuming in the way I ask that the thing I want, the thing I'm dreaming about, the thing I'm blossing about has already happened. I'm assuming my dream has come true. My goal has been achieved. Present me has not yet found out how, has maybe no idea how to go about this, but obviously my future self has. And I can't wait for them to help me out. And this is so fun. This is where your subconscious brain will get to work on collecting data you wouldn't be able to access if you would just brainstorm how to get invited to tour Japan to talk about high performance for fast-brained humans. Right? This is where you just sort of stay stuck in your own container of what you know consciously. So instead of just going over what you know, you will access your internal ChatGPT and find solutions you couldn't consciously have dreamt up. Connections, right? Maybe, connect with this person, call this person, or remember when you felt this specific way and you knew exactly what to do. It could be anything, right? It's completely unpredictable, and that is what makes it so fun. Now, this does sometimes require for you to wait a little for the answer. There is like processing time, right? You can't just ask your future self a question and demand an immediate response. Although sometimes an instant knowing does present itself in my experience, but not always. So just meet up with your future self, ask your question, and then wait. Maybe you keep a piece of paper and a pen ready to jot down any answers you get. And if there's nothing coming after a while, no worries. Go for a walk, take a shower. The interface is simply processing. Take time out to do something completely different and allow the answers to come to you. Now, seriously, this is one of the most fun and easy ways to access your inner genius. But one thing that can block it is perfectionism. If you require of yourself to be perfectly clear on what your future self looks like, what they're doing, what they're wearing, etc., and if you want perfectly clear answers, right, almost prescriptive, step-by-step answers, then you could be blocking the flow of information. That is not how this works, right? This is not a clear-cut process. It's a dreaming, a calling in, a letting go, and opening up. And guess what? Even if your rational brain is pretty skeptical right now about this, you've got nothing to lose in trying if you currently have no idea how to achieve your dreams or overcome your challenges. And listen, there's so much more your future self can help with. They can advise on pretty much anything Google can't solve for you. Like, how can I prioritize self-care? Or how can I feel more connection and belonging? Or how can I find fun, smart people to hang out with? So make your future self your trusted advisor, and you can access so much knowing, wisdom, and compassion without even having to hop on a Zoom call. Give it a try this week. Schedule a time for your meeting, just the two of you. Close your eyes, relax. Dream as far into the future as feels right for your particular question or goal, and ask. Be ready to blow your own mind with how much you know. Have a crazy, fun week. Bye bye.